Hello everyone, welcome to Delft Junction. Hope you're all well and enjoying this little bit of cold weather we're having. This is my part 3 of me diorama garage build. Grass a little bit more, got a bit of static grass going on, and I've done a square up on the top section that you've got to tell me what it is or what you might think it is. No prizes. I say I'm doing it in short vlogs rather than a big massive one because I don't want people to get too bored. I'm not getting a tremendous amount of views anyway. I'm doing it mainly for me. But if anybody enjoys it or gets tips, I'm no expert by any means, as you can tell by my static grass attempts. But if it helps anyone and they get ideas from it, that's brilliant. Okay, we'll get on with it anyway, and see you in the next bit. Yeah, folks, it's all dry. It took a long while to dry though. You can see it's all perfectly dry now. So it took ages to dry. I had to actually take it in the house, dry it off, because it just wasn't drying in the cabin. I was getting temperatures of 7 degrees down there. It just weren't drying off. So I took it in the house, a couple of days. It's all nice and dry now. So the next stage, going to do some painting. Get it all painted up. I said it's a slow old job, because I'm not rushing it. I'm taking my time with it. So the next job is painting up. Still waiting for me pretend water, and I've got to get all my little grassy reedy type bits. I've got a way I'm going to try making them rather than buying them, like the reeds and that for around the ponds. So it might be a bit novel for you if it works out. I don't know if it's going to work out, but I'll show you when we get round to that anyway. But the next stage is painting it brown, and that's another waiting period for the paint to dry. Anyway, we'll get on with that. Right, that's the first coat brown paint. I might put another coat on it yet, I don't know, but say I've got to wait for all this to dry. With the pondy bits, as you can see, I've not painted on them because that's going to be all green at the bottom. So I've got to wait for it all to dry, then I can get on with the grassy bits. Going to try static grass again. Not much good at it, but I'll give it a go. This top bit, something I want to do here, but I've got to do it before I put the static grass on. So I'm gonna, you'll see what it is when I do it anyway. But so I've got to wait for all this to dry now, then I can get on to the next bit. With luck, it won't be too long. So it's 6, 7 degrees in here. It's not that warm. So get on to the next bit later on. Okay. Right, all the paint's all dry now. Because it was so cold in the cabin, I yet again had to take it into the house and get all the paint dry. All I'm going to do now is static grass. Well, my effort is static grass. I'm not very good at it, but I'm only going to do it up to here because this section is going to be different. And what do you reckon that might be? What I've put up there. That white bit. Let's see if I can get a bit closer. Put a white bit up there. See if you know what I might be doing there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to static grass this bit. Let's see if I can get a bit more in there. This, after it's static, I'm going to paint these bits dark green for the bottom of the pond. But all I'm going to do is this bit at the moment. I've got a PVA mix. Very strong mix. There's only a tiny bit of water in it, but it's mainly PVA. and just go over it in static glass, and with luck it might work. I put new batteries in my applicator, but it's not a brilliant applicator. I mean, it's all right for like people that are selling these things, businesses and that, but it depends if you can afford it or not, doesn't it? So it's only a cheap old applicator, but it sort of works. Get the old PVA well into it. Or where I'm gonna try and static glass it. I'm not gonna go up the roadway. This is the roadway here. Get up there a little bit, and this bit's all going to be this sort of static glass. I'll do the hillside bit. So that's all part of the build in progress. So the top bit is going to be completely different. I'm going to have to find some other sort of static glass for that. But I want this sort of bit rough and ready. Of course, the pond's going to be different again. Right, if I get that all around there, this is going to be the wall down here, so don't want to static glass that. And just do the embankment. Got it on, I think I got the camera on the wrong mode. There you can see that. Any bits I haven't done I can touch up later on. Right, I've got my applicator. So it's only a cheapo one. Something I can afford. But the static glass I've used two sorts for this one. I've used that one, which is the summer grass, 4mm, and a darker one. It's another static glass, but it's a flock. And that's also 4mm, I think, or a little bit bigger maybe. But we'll see how it goes anyway. If it don't work, it don't work, does it? Right, let's give it a go. Certainly not an expert at this. Get it all round. I don't know whether it's best to go up and down or side to side. Do a bit of both, I think, shall I? Sorry for my arms in the way, but should be out of it. It seems to be going down. Not really standing up though. Get up to the roadway. So I can, because I didn't PVA that, I can back that roadway off afterwards, so it's not going over there. Of course, back inside the ponds. Experts at this will be cringing now. But as long as it works for me, that's all I'm bothered about. Go over it all. This might be off camera a bit, do the edges. don't look too bad. It's not standing up like the experts can do it, but I think that's good enough for me. Right, that will do for now, I think. Let's get that over this. Let's see what you think of it. It looks greener than it does on camera. Camera's not picking it up very well. But we'll get on to hoovering the bits up that I don't want, and I'll paint the bottom of the lakes. So that's gone over. The camera's not picking it up that well, but it is covered. And I'll touch it up in a minute. Okay. Right, that's coming from a different angle. As you can see, camera's picking up the greenness of it now. So it hasn't gone too bad. But say we get the other bits done. Don't forget, tell me what I might be doing up there with that white square. Okay. Right, that's the bottom of the pond's done. I don't know if I'm going to lift it up a bit. You can see it. It's all painted green. Obviously it's got to have all its all the bottom, whatever goes at bottom of ponds, and all the reedy bits and flowers and whatever all around there. Don't know what I'm doing with this as far as the static grass goes. I know what I'm doing with this bit. Leave it in the comments what you think it is. There's no prizes. I forgot to mention with this brown paint, because it's big area, you don't want to spend lots and lots of money, so I'll get this little stuff from Hobbycraft. It's pound a bottle I paid for it. It's probably gone up a bit now. Got a fair bit of it, but works well. It's not the best paint in the world, but the green paint I use for here is a high quality one, because it's got its water on it, and it's got to be stable and that. Anyway, that's the end of the stage. Hope you enjoyed it. I should have, when I did the static grass, I should have time-lapsed it. Went on a bit long, but hope you forgive me. Okay, folks, you'll stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.